Imagine an airport bigger than entire countries. Sounds impossible, right? But deep in the Saudi Arabian desert, they're building exactly that. The Red Sea International Airport will cover more land than the Maldives. But the truth behind this will shock you. Because this isn't just about planes and runways. It's about rewriting the rules of global travel, creating a new luxury aviation hub from nothing, and challenging Dubai's crown. You're about to discover 3 mind-blowing facts the aviation world doesn't want you to know. Let me show you exactly how this happened. Saudi Arabia has a problem. They're sitting on unlimited money but running out of oil. So they created Vision 2030, a plan to transform their entire economy before the oil runs dry. And the centerpiece? The Red Sea Project, a luxury tourism destination covering 11,000 square miles of pristine coastline. But here's the catch. You can't build a world-class resort without world-class access. That's where the Red Sea International Airport comes in. This isn't your typical airport expansion. They're constructing a completely new aviation hub in the middle of nowhere, designed to handle millions of tourists who don't exist yet. The project broke ground in 2019 with a deadline of 2030. Construction teams are racing against time in temperatures reaching 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Plot twist, they're not just building an airport. They're creating an entirely new model of luxury travel that could change how the world flies forever. Now here's where things get really interesting. The Red Sea International Airport will span over 200,000 square meters in its first phase alone. That's bigger than 28 football fields. But size is just the beginning. This airport is being designed to move 1 million passengers per year initially, scaling to 5 million by 2050. Here's what makes your jaw drop. Every single flight will cater exclusively to luxury travelers. No budget airlines. No economy cramming. Just premium experiences from curb to gate. The terminal design resembles 5 interlocking seashells, blending traditional Saudi architecture with futuristic glass and steel. Natural light floods every corner. Indoor gardens create an oasis feeling. Climate control maintains perfect temperature while the desert outside bakes at deadly heat. They're installing facial recognition systems that eliminate traditional checkouts entirely. Your face becomes your boarding pass, your passport, your payment method. Walk from car to plane in under 15 minutes. Compare that to Heathrow, where you're lucky to clear security in an hour. This airport treats every passenger like a VIP because, frankly, only VIPs will use it. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this. The location itself is pure genius, and pure madness. The airport sits on the western coast of Saudi Arabia, directly across from Egypt and Sudan. This strategic position creates a gateway between 3 continents, Africa, Asia, and Europe. Flight times? 3 hours to anywhere in the Middle East. 5 hours to most of Europe. 6 hours to East Africa. It's a geographic goldmine for connectivity. But here's the hidden brilliance. Traditional airports fight for space in crowded cities. Land costs millions per acre. Noise complaints shut down night flights. Expansion takes decades of legal battles. The Red Sea Airport has none of these problems. They own the desert. All of it. Need another runway? Build it tomorrow. Want a triple capacity? No neighbors to complain. This freedom allows experimental designs impossible elsewhere. The runways are being engineered for the next generation of aircraft, including potential supersonic jets that are currently banned from most airports due to noise. Sources suggest they're future-proofing for planes that don't even exist yet. The airport will run entirely on renewable energy, with massive solar farms powering every light, screen, and air conditioning unit. They're targeting zero carbon emissions by 2040. Meanwhile, the concrete alone for this project reportedly required enough material to build a small city. The contradiction is stunning, building aggressively to eventually build sustainably. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. The Red Sea International Airport isn't designed to compete with Dubai or Doha. It's designed to replace them entirely. Here's what insiders know. Saudi Arabia is betting billions that luxury travel will shift from layover hubs to destination hubs. Think about it. Dubai International exists because people need to change planes. It's a necessary evil between continents. But what if your layover became your destination? The Red Sea project includes 50 luxury resorts, coral reef diving sites, dormant volcanoes, and ancient cultural heritage sites. Land at the airport, spend 3 days experiencing world-class tourism, then continue your journey. The airport becomes part of the vacation, not an obstacle to it. The economic model flips completely. Traditional airports make money from landing fees and retail. Red Sea Airport will make money from hotel partnerships, tourist packages, and luxury experiences. According to industry analysts, this could generate 10 times more revenue per passenger than conventional models. But here's the real twist: if this works, every major airport will copy it. Imagine Heathrow surrounded by theme parks. LAX with beach resorts attached. Your boring layover transforms into a mini vacation. The entire aviation industry could restructure around this concept. Saudi Arabia isn't just building an airport. They're beta testing the future of global travel. And they're doing it with essentially unlimited funding, making mistakes other countries can't afford. So what does all this mean for us today? First, airfare to Saudi Arabia is about to drop dramatically. When the Red Sea airport opens, it'll compete aggressively for market share. Expect promotional flights, package deals, and pricing wars with Emirates and Qatar Airways. For travelers, this means cheaper routes between continents with a luxury stopover option. Second, the employment impact is massive. The airport alone will create over 35,000 jobs by 2030. Resort staff, pilots, maintenance crews, hospitality workers. Saudi Arabia is actively recruiting internationally because they don't have enough trained workers domestically. If you're in aviation or hospitality, opportunity is knocking. Third, this proves the mega project model works when money isn't the constraint. Other Gulf nations are watching closely. UAE has already announced expansions. Qatar is planning new aviation infrastructure. We're entering an arms race of luxury airports, each trying to outdo the others. The winner? Passengers who get better experiences and lower prices. Fourth, environmental concerns can't be ignored. Despite the renewable energy promises, constructing this facility released enormous carbon emissions. The concrete, steel, and transportation of materials created environmental damage that solar panels will take decades to offset. It's a long-term bet that short-term harm leads to long-term sustainability. Fifth, geopolitical power is shifting. Control of global travel routes means economic influence. Saudi Arabia is positioning itself as the unavoidable crossroads between continents. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. The Red Sea International Airport already completed its first test flight in September 2023. While the world wasn't watching, a plane landed on a partially finished runway in the middle of the desert. No passengers. No fanfare. Just proof of concept. That flight changed everything. It proved the timeline is real. The 2030 deadline isn't fantasy. Construction accelerated immediately after. Reportedly, the Saudi government has committed an additional $5 billion specifically for airport enhancements beyond the original plan. They're not just meeting expectations. They're exceeding them. Here's the emotional reality: most mega projects fail. They run over budget, miss deadlines, or deliver disappointing results. The Red Sea Airport is defying those odds. In 5 years, you might land in a desert airport bigger than some countries, surrounded by luxury you've never experienced, at prices that seem too good to be true. The impossible is becoming inevitable. And it started with one test flight nobody heard about. If this opened your eyes to how fast the world is changing, let's recap the game changers. An airport covering more land than entire nations. A luxury-only aviation hub that could redefine global travel. A strategic location connecting 3 continents in hours. And a completed test flight proving this isn't just ambition, it's reality. Saudi Arabia is literally reshaping the desert and the future of aviation simultaneously. If you found this fascinating, smash that subscribe button because we're diving deep into mega projects that are changing our world. Next up, we're investigating the $500 billion city being built in the same desert, and trust me, that story is even more insane. Drop a comment: would you fly through the Red Sea airport, or does an airport in the middle of nowhere sound too risky? Let's debate. And if you want exclusive deep dives into these projects before they hit YouTube, check the link below. The future is being built right now. Don't miss it.